Okay, Scorpios, you know I do this rarely, but we had one of those readings, which I, like, you know, when I say it's very rarely I take the time to tell you and extend it, but we basically zoomed in into two potential love situations here, and I was mind blown by what I saw. For a lot of you, especially who are dealing with somebody and you're trying to understand why they like wait for the right moment to do this and that, this might be your reading. It's super, like, I was mind blown by your reading today in the extended. Even those that feel like don't resonate, it's such a dramatic story here that unfolded, like, I don't know, movie could be made, you know. So yeah, worth a listen. Thank you guys so much, and anyway, let's do your YouTube reading. Hi Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be looking at upcoming energies for you guys, and not 2024 reading. Yes, Sun just entered Scorpio, Mercury is in Scorpio too. I will be doing it, I promise, next. So next video on this channel is gonna be 2024 reading. But for now, what I want to take a look is deeper into November. So in November, we're gonna have a very interesting new moon in the sign of Scorpio, which is going to be a powerful one. Now, there is differences, right, for how it manifests collectively versus individually. In my video on this channel, I'm going to be describing it individually for you guys, what this could mean. Maybe I will make a video on a collective manifestation for my new channel. We'll see how it goes. Cannot promise. Probably this could be a good moment to do that. But anyway, watch this video if you're Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And before we get started, as always, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not sure if it's still available for early bird discount. We do have the 2024 personalized prediction. Yeah, so those things, like, we started them early. If they're still there, check it out in the description box. And if you're still watching this video in October, my tarot course for beginners is only $50, I believe, or something, for the rest of the month for streaming. So that's my birthday gift for you. Anyway, guys, let's get started. So I do want to talk about this upcoming new moon of Scorpio. So basically, it's going to be an interesting one because it's going to be conjunct Mars, and it's also going to be conjunct Ceres, actually. What I think a lot of astrologers are not mentioning is Ceres, which connects to nurturing, connects to protection even, is going to be basically together with this new moon. It's going to be conjunct Mars too, which is very fierce in the sign of Scorpio. A lot of you could feel like an energy surge, like suddenly you have so much more energy. And for some of you, even before November 13, which is when this new moon is taking place, you're already feeling this. I said this in your previous videos, for sure. So use this time right now to really, like, you know, start something. You don't have to start it now. You can wait until after the new moon, because this is going to be a great one for some kind of new beginning that you will have a lot of energy for. And look at this 13 literally as we speak about the new moon, because this is going to be a great energy for you guys, especially to overcome any kind of obstacles that you might have been having. For some of you, I'm seeing since March there's been obstacles, since March or since April, maybe since Saturn went retrograde. You've been having some kind of obstacle, some kind of almost like a challenge which you did not know how to overcome. I feel like you're going to be able, whatever challenges appeared on your path. Again, I'm seeing for some of you in March, for some of you in April, but I'm seeing you are going to be able to overcome that now, because Mars in your sign, together with this new moon, together with Ceres, receiving positive aspect, trine from Neptune and Pisces, sextile from Pluto. Again, you know, it's like, sounds like it's not a joke, but it's, I don't know how to say this, but I remember in 2020, I was repeating this on your channel, saying how it's kind of crazy how sometimes when we have like very challenging collective astrology, Scorpio individual astrology at least is like really like supportive. So you guys are the ones who basically, I don't want to say that you're like, how to say, that you don't feel any chaos or anything like this, but again, Scorpio is the one who can transform bitterness into sweetness. You're literally the alchemist of the zodiac, so you're gonna have this energy very tremendous, very powerful with you. And with 32 card, I'm seeing here This is, of course, this is new moon, the crescent, number 8, the Scorpio number. There are new beginnings for you. There are some new ideas. There are some new sources of income. And I feel like also for some of you guys, you're going to be manifesting a connection that's very healing. Of course, snake could represent different things. Here, I'm seeing this as a sensual energy, as a healing energy, because again, snake has a lot of different interpretations. Sometimes I read this card as deceitful people, or, you know, some kind of be careful situation. Here, I'm seeing in this combination this as some kind of very sensual, very healing connection. Could be healing in general. And especially for Ceres in Scorpio energy, this is where we can heal ourselves. We can transform ourselves through this kind of energy that I just described. Also, I'm seeing for a lot of you, you're gonna have, like, if you guys don't know, like if you don't have like trips or journeys planned or moving, or just in general, if you don't have a good direction yet in your life towards this new beginning, this is when it's going to manifest. In general, this new moon is going to bring you this childlike feeling of excuse me, of like there is everything in your life is refreshed, everything is made new again. I hope I'm making sense here. Okay. All right, so now I want to go into your tarot. Let's go straight into your love life, because why not? We will see it. It's, of course, as always, we're gonna see, you know, other energies. Let's do this deck. I haven't used it in a while. I need to order some new decks. I don't know which ones I want to use. Kind of need to research some new decks for me. First row, you. Second row is your person. Ooh, we have here the Fool. Exactly what I just said, the new beginning. And exactly, the Fool is the card that deals with new beginnings. We have 9 of Inspiration. We have of course, the Tower. But it's a good tower, I feel like, here. We also have here Ace of Voices. We have 7 of Materials. One more, yes. And we have 4 of Materials. Materials have Pentacles in this deck. Let's see your person. We have Queen of Emotions. So emotions are Cups. Inspiration is Wands. Voices, I believe, is Swords. Yes. Okay, let's see. Your person. Oh, Knight of Emotions, which is Knight of Cups. In traditional tarot. The person is all about you. Muse of Materials, which is kind of like Queen of Pentacles energy. We have 10 of Voices, which is like 10 of Swords. We have Muse of Voices, which is Queen of Swords. And we have the Priestess, which is a High Priestess. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Justice. And we have 10 of Inspiration. And 3 of Voices, which is 3 of Swords here, reversed. Okay. Let's look at these cards. Your person doesn't know how to say this, how to handle you. Can I say that? They don't know. They feel like anything they do right now is gonna, and again, this doesn't, you know, apply this for whichever connection you have, because different reads come up for different connections. This person I feel like you're connecting with now doesn't know how to approach you, because they're very careful. They want to approach you in the right way. Again, this doesn't mean that they never approached you before. For some of you, it's a new connection. For others of you, you know each other, but it's almost like they are so scared, because they feel like if they start over something with you on a wrong foot, right, is the expression, it's gonna ruin everything. It's almost like, even in this card I'm seeing, it's so important to start whatever they are starting with you right. And for some of you, you're wondering, why did this person maybe, you know, why didn't they ask me out? Or like, why, you're trying to understand why they didn't do something. And I feel like whatever it is they're trying to do with you, I don't know, what is it they're trying to do with you? They just want, like, they know they kind of have one chance to get it right. And they kind of, I don't know why, by the way, just that's what I'm hearing. They have one chance to get it right. And if they don't do it correctly, it's like, it's it's ruined. So whether it's like proposal, whether it is figuring something out in a relationship, whether it is them approaching you, asking you out for the first time, whatever the situation may be, I just feel like there is this energy where they're trying to figure out how to do something right. Because they see you as a person who is not so easy. And when I say not so easy, I mean something like you're complicated. You know yourself, Scorpio, you are not like I have some friends I actually went out this weekend, and again, they're not simple, but like they were like so much more simpler when it comes to the opposite sex. They were just like, oh, look, cute guys. Oh, look, this guy is like, and I just felt like I was completely on a different page with them. Not to say that like it was completely foreign to me, but I felt like the way I think, the way I interact with the opposite, you know, sex, whatever, is so different. I literally felt like an alien for a good few moments, because the way this girl, like my friends, this girl's like approached everything was like so much more simpler, and honestly in a good way even. So anyway, Scorpio, you are not so easy to figure out. At least this is also their perception. They see you as someone who almost like has this different sides to them. And they see you as someone who, it's almost like there's this mystical side to you. You're not this person who is like, oh, I just want like a rich husband. Again, you might want a rich husband, but I'm just saying like, you're not like a simple person who, oh, I just want this. Like even when you try, I feel like to keep it simple, we all do, right? But like even when you try to keep it simple, or let me just work, make money, you know, level up, work out, which I've been trying to do this lately, like just focus on simple things. Even when you try to be simple, you are not simple, Scorpio. Like, and I feel like it's not a bad thing, but there is a complexity to you. There's depth to you. There is, again, even how I've noticed like many times in Scorpio's lives, like chaos is around them, but somehow they end up turning it into something auspicious. They somehow grow from it. That's almost like an anomaly, because for most people, certain things happen to them, they never recover from it, or they, you know, establish some kind of like victim story about this. And of course there are Scorpios like that too, but I mean, for most of you guys, it's almost like there's something unnatural about, to other people at least, to how you, like nothing can, you know, like nothing can hold you back. If you decide, only if you yourself decide to hold yourself back and be lazy, or like, you know, whatever, engage in whatever behavior you engage, only you use, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. Give a big thumbs up if you do. There's something about you that almost for other people, like certain strength, when others least expect this from you, you show certain strength, certain power that was not expected from you. And people are like, what? Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. Black cat could be a symbol for someone. Cat's been showing up a lot in your readings lately, I've noticed too. I'm seeing Sedona here. I'm seeing Joshua Tree. Could be places you want to visit, maybe places you need to visit. It's, yeah, like you see how this lady here, she has all these hands. It's like you have different sides to you, like what I just said. Different sides, different personalities even. You have Gemini in your 8th house. So part of your nature actually is Gemini traits. Like, because Gemini is in your house, the one that's naturally 8th house is for Scorpio. It's a Scorpio house, but for Scorpio, especially rising, but even if we take secondary chart, sun or moon, it's Gemini in the 8th house. So there's something almost like Gemini-like in you, which has to do with just a lot of different dimensions to your personality. And I feel like there is something about you, even when you are hurt, you give more somehow. Other people, if they were going through this kind of pain that you're going through, they would shut down. And here you are shining your light. You're like a light in the darkness. You have so much power in you. And we have with 9 of materials, like somehow your radiance keeps growing. 9 of voices, I feel like there might be some worries, anxieties you've recently overcome. It's almost like there is this whole new door that recently opened for you. where you started very clearly seeing through like the darkness around you, maybe through darkness of other people. Maybe you've seen some of your own limiting beliefs manifest in some kind of way. But now with Queen of Voices, I see you like being able to almost like you're not scared of darkness. And if you think about it, like spooky season, right, which we are in now, Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, how you say Dia de Muertos correctly in Spanish, in Mexico, like, right, these are Halloween season holidays. And if you think about these holidays, right, they're kind of crazy. Like in Halloween, you dress up in scary costumes. You know, like with Dia de Muertos, there's a whole other, right, like ancestral tradition, but also like, you know, the face paint, there's different like stories about that, not to get into much to it, but it's almost like darkness is your friend, not scared of darkness. You're not scared of it. No, ravens here, very beautiful. So, you know, like this is who you are. And then when sometimes, you know, we deal with different people, why are you surprised that they are sometimes confused how to be with you? And again, it's like, let's talk about this about everything here, step by step. Let's just go through you quickly here because I kind of said a lot already. But with the Fool to the Nine of Inspiration, you right now are starting a new journey. There's a little bit of, I feel like almost, I don't want to say it's hesitation, but you see how there is these two statues? And she's like in this desert looking thing. There's almost like two choices. You might be sort of like standing between two choices. And you're like, I don't know, should I go here? Should I go there? I feel like with the Tower, there's literally going to be some kind of quote unquote Tower moment where you're going to be like, no, this is the right direction for me. I know, I don't have any doubt anymore. Something's going to literally push you in the right direction. So listen right now to your guides, to messages you receive around you, to everything extra, because you're getting this inspiration. You're not going to be misled. You're going to know which way to follow. And I feel like once you step on this path, once you start this, like with this new moon of Scorpio especially, once you start this new journey, you're on it. Like you're on. It takes you to this, it takes you almost like through some kind of portal that your whole life transforms. And there are good things here. There are things to hold on to. You have definitely something in your hands. You are not empty-handed, whatever this means to you. So that's where you are. Now, when it comes to your person, they have a lot of feelings, like Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. They are all about their feelings. And they see you as a little bit of, honestly, mommy sounds so weird, but like, I don't think they see you as a mommy, but they see you as a little bit of this, they feel this like maternal vibe from you, not in a bad way. But they see you as this beautiful feminine energy, basically. They hope you can read their mind. They hope they can heal them. Some of them have Venus and Cancer, I'm seeing here, or Moon. Also Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio, Moon and Scorpio, Venus and Cancer, Moon and Cancer could be. Pisces too could be, by the way, like water signs, basically, as this card represents. They see you as this person who can help. And they're like, but it's almost like the way they go about this doesn't make any sense, because they're like, please read my mind. Please guide me to how I need to be with you. And you've been there before, maybe with someone else, where you try to guide a person. Maybe some of you even felt like you were on a twin flame journey, whatever journey. And you just don't want to be in a space where you're going to be like wandering in the desert, so to say, right? Because you've been in this place already where you've been trying, you felt the connection, you felt other person's emotions, and for some of you it might have been going on for months, years, God knows how long. Now you don't want to be in this space. You want to be where something materializes. And it's almost like with this person, if you maybe met them 5 years ago, whatever amount of years ago, maybe you would have gone on this journey with them. But I feel like here, you don't want to play no psychic game. We're not in a psychic game. What is it? Psychic challenge? There was a TV show, I think, like this. It's not a psychic challenge. It's not a read your mind challenge. It's not, who is watching who challenge. It's not a telepathy challenge, Because with this person, there is sometimes almost like an expectation from them that there is some, like, I don't know, it's almost something supernatural going on. And they have feelings for you, yes, but it's like with Muse of Materials here, it does feel like you're walking this path alone, and they're just watching you. They're watching you walk on this path alone. And it's like, it's almost like, be there for me, you know, dance with me through the good and through the bad, because they see you. It's almost like, it's crazy, but in this person's energy, you are like really showing up strongly. They are 100%, I feel like, guided and influenced by you. However, let's try to make it make sense. I don't know if it's possible. Let's try. Queen, look at this, Queen of Cups again. They have feelings for you here. And it's almost like, yes, they do. I don't want to say they play games, but like, you're basically just not the naive person anymore. And you're someone who is very cool. Like, you're okay to cut somebody off if they are not honoring you, which is what you should be doing. But they're watching you. They're wondering how you're doing. They see you're a bit more defensive. Let me see, who is this person who is watching you? Let me try to figure this out. Because it's almost like they expect you to read their mind about something. I'm not sure if the heck. Scorpio. Could be another Scorpio. Could be. Again, I'm not saying it is. Could be. Because, of course, it could also represent you. But I feel like it's their energy. 12th house. This always comes up in your readings lately with Hangman. Could be Pisces. Also could be Libra placements too. Could be Sagittarius placements too. And I feel like this person right now is on some kind of journey where they are trying to start a new chapter. They are trying to surrender bad habits, maybe some kind of toxic relationship from the past, toxic situation, maybe certain lifestyle that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, certain pattern. And they're really trying to start this new beginning. But, let me see more. Yeah, look at this, Cancerian energy, I said this. Jupiter, Sagittarius also, like I said. It's almost like something is happening right now where their perception of things is changing. And they are given an opportunity to change their mind, to learn something different about relationship. Maybe they had certain idea that if they enter a relationship with someone, they're going to be trapped. Or maybe they just felt like relationships should be always hard. You have to stick it out with somebody. Doesn't matter if you even want them or not anymore. Like whatever. They had some kind of, I feel like when it comes to their ideas about third house's ideas, perception, seventh house's relationship, they had some kind of ideas that were toxic when it comes to relationships. It had to do with self-worth. Maybe they always felt like, oh, I have to make so much money so that someone will love me. Taurus, they could have Taurus in their chart. But yes, Jupiter is in Taurus right now, quite literally. This deck is funny. Whenever I read it, it always shows up like literal placements of what we have astrologically going on. But basically with Jupiter in Taurus, quite literally, right now there is this energy where Jupiter is in Taurus and it's helping them possibly to understand something about their relationship. So they could be indeed another Scorpio, like improve something. It does not have to be so difficult all the time. Let me see, how does this person feel about you? Ten of Pentacles, wow, Scorpio. They see you, they feel like, wow. Okay, what else? Tell me more. Somebody could have Virgo placements too. They see you as someone, again, it's almost like, if only we could agree, if only we could find a way how to not argue about something. Here's Hierophant card, it's a little different in this deck. For some of you, you've written them a letter, some kind of message. Maybe also like but I feel like honestly it's you who've written them something. You might have been the one initiating contact. You might have been the one trying to explain something to them. And you wonder, like, did you get what I tried to tell you? Like, did this mean anything? Like, I feel like you're thinking about this. Justice card, there's been some kind of possible legal process also involved. For Wands, connected to home, family, connected to some woman who might have been pregnant here. Connected to maybe, again, not for all of you, it's a situation, connected to mother, maybe, their own mother. You might have even dealt with two situations. One guy had some kind of issue with their mother, another guy might have had like a baby mama or something like this. Again, they don't even use these words usually, but I guess somebody's situations. Because there's something here about family, about motherhood. It could have been also in your own life. This subject with them somehow come up. Let's see more. Lovers, 5 of Cups. And I feel like with you, with the Lovers to the 5 of Cups, they had a different expectation. This love was supposed to go in a different direction. 5 of Cups, you know, it's almost like you're expected to feel this way. For some of you do, but for most, you don't feel this way. Like you may have felt this 5 of Cups disappointment for a little bit, but somehow, don't even know how, with the 9 of Cups here, just only you, Scorpio, can go through crazy situations and transform yourself, like overnight, literally sometimes. You are still happy, and I feel like this person is confused. So you both are confusing each other. They want to tell you, let's try again. They see you, they see how you are quick, like you moved on quickly, and they don't get it either. Again, I'm getting a little bit of mixed up feeling, so I feel like there's maybe more than one energy here. Because we started your reading with somebody who is a little bit more new, and it came down here to something that's maybe already established. Again, it's general reading, so please take what resonates, get rid of what doesn't. Also, I've noticed sometimes when we have finished with, you know, like energetically one batch of Scorpios that figured out their situation, there's a different situation they start showing me. It's like somewhere in between. So I don't know honestly how it works exactly. I cannot explain it, but something like this. Okay, let me ask about specifically something new, because again, for a lot of you, this is some kind of saga here been going on for a while, and you're interested in new. You're done with that. It's like you're like, no, I don't want this. Wedding, the situation involves marriage. We have this could be the one. Love yourself first, forgiving and learning. And we have reconciliation at the bottom. Pay attention to red flags and engagement. So we have here a few different things going on. First of all, yes, there is some kind of ex who wants to return. Also, there is a situation, could be the same, it could be different, where there's just literally some stuff you're like, nah, I don't think I want this. Like, I actually had this recently, my God. A guy, so, like, you have no understanding how handsome this guy was. I've never seen anybody so good looking in my life. And it's like, now he is not even like the freshest, how to say, he's a little, well, he's not old, but like, he's a little older than me, not much old. Like my age, so young, right? But like when he was even younger, oh my God, I saw his pictures when he was young. Like seriously, I've never, and I know this is very superficial, but like I swear, I never had that desire to have kids or to have like my kids look certain way. But when I saw that guy, I was like, oh my God, if I have kids, can they look like him, please? Especially when he was young. Hold on a second. I mean, I don't know if it's normal, if feeling like this. I was like, wow, just like beauty, like ethereal beauty. And by the way, my Mars and his Venus are conjunct. So, like, yeah, I think usually Mars refers to Venus as my beauty. So I have experienced that. But long story short, I saw some things, and again, not the end of the world disaster. But some things, like I saw his old life, like stupid stuff, which I don't recommend anyone to follow me on this journey of, you know, micromanaging situations like this. But I saw some old stuff, kind of like accounts he used to follow on Instagram, the kind of pictures he liked. I went through all of them, like I was so crazy. I really liked the guy. I mean, you know, Scorpio, when we are insanely obsessed with someone, what we do. I don't recommend, by the way, to do this, but I know you guys do it anyway. And I was just like, nah. I don't want, like, it gave me bad vibes, you know. I was like, don't want to go there. Anyway, But we have here also engagement coming in. So there's something like, I do feel like you want something more serious. It's not like you're not in a rush with it, but like you don't want to be dealing with any stupid situationships. Now you're in the stage where you loving yourself first. And if you don't yet, I highly recommend to try this out. The more you respect yourself, the more you love yourself. Like if somebody is avoiding you, not messaging you, if somebody is playing weird games with you, if somebody's not asking you out, you shouldn't be initiating all these things. You should be giving yourself more energy. And again, yes, I do feel like there's somebody who's watching you, trying to figure out, and we'll ask about this a little more. But like, sure, you know, if you like somebody, there's always a possibility this could be the one, but it doesn't mean this is the one, right? Could be. And until they prove it, right? Not until they prove it, but like until situation develops. You're forgiving and learning something from the past. And if there's been anybody in your situation who's been married, let me see, is it still on? Let me see. For those of you who've been dealing with somebody who's been married, I do feel like there was a situation where for whatever reasons there was a need, they were trying to work out a connection. This is the romance of a lifetime, but I feel like in this situation there might have been an outside influence. Here my face is drawn, like my eyes are drawn to this, so there might have been family stuff involved, and another person might have been, whoever was more interested in keeping the situation together might have used a child or something like this to be like, well, we love each other so much kind of thing. But anyway, there's also religious factors. So maybe a person is religious or whatever, and for religious reasons they cannot divorce or whatever, you know, it could be. And we also have let go of control issues. So there might have been also some kind of control. So I don't know about that. Now, let's look specifically, wow, we're doing a long reading today, into the person who is watching you. Hold on, I want to put this on deck. Because I am getting this strong feeling like they are very much trying to understand what you're feeling now, what you're doing now, what's on your mind. I don't know how, because I feel like for some of you, your Instagram is private. So I'm not quite sure how. But they're still trying, I think, to see, have you changed your, what do you call it, profile pic? King of Pentacles, Earth placements could be. Now, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. For some of you, you blocked them. I mean, people make fake accounts. You blocked them. But I am getting like they're trying to understand like why. It's almost like they expected you either to chase, they expected you to be devastated, and you did something that got them thinking. You did something that got them thinking. They're like, oh, you're not gonna chase me anymore? Because they had some kind of plan, but this plan entailed your behavior, basically you chasing them, you're trying to seek social contact. Maybe for some of you, you've had situations where you could have met each other, not directly, but at some social situation, but you refused to go there, to that social situation, whatever it is. They were hoping through like friends of friends. And for some of you, something might have happened in June. But again, it's like you might have even been manifesting this person. You just don't want it anymore. You are like, and again, it's totally normal, by the way, for those of you guys who might have been manifesting this person and then changed your mind. Please don't let anyone tell you that, oh, you have to keep going with it. If you want to, everything in life is up to you, right? You are the one in control. But like, if you don't want to anymore, because I feel like at some point you started realizing there's something deeply toxic and unhealthy about the whole thing. Not about manifestation, by the way, but about maybe the dynamic you've had with this person. And again, it's not necessarily you're to blame or they are to blame or anyone to blame. We don't even necessarily have to analyze it right this second. I just feel like you started seeing that up to a certain point it was good. It brought you maybe inspiration, positive emotions. But at a certain point, it started bringing you some kind of crazy discord into your life. You started seeing yourself pleasing this person, constantly putting what they want, what they think, what they like first. You started losing yourself in them. Page of Swords, they are definitely watching you though. Four of Wands. They might be looking for an excuse for something. They want to know that you're still waiting for them. And I feel like here with the Nine of Wands too, they have some pretty dark thoughts. They also cannot, like, it's almost like they want to see you cry for them. Because I feel like there was another person interested in them around the same time as you. And they were not so much into that other person. And it's like, I don't know even, it's because it's not this third part, I don't know even what it is. But there was some kind of other person who was chasing them, who was deeply in love with them. And it's almost like they wished you were the one who acted that way with them. Because they allowed that other person to chase them. I feel like they basically accepted the attention. They didn't really reciprocate much. They kept the person in distance, I'm seeing. Like they enjoyed very much the attention, but they didn't reciprocate it. They wished you did this though. They wished you chased them like that. And I feel like this person, their biggest dream is to tell you something. What do they want to tell you? If they spent, you have no clue, but this person spent endless nights, maybe days. I don't know if they especially work in some kind of cabinet, some kind of place. I'm seeing it could be a book, like a place like their study maybe, or their office, home office, or some kind of art studio, something like where I'm seeing it's their books or art supplies. It's a special place where they work. They spend countless days. Like I'm almost getting that whoever they are surrounded with, they really like to separate themselves from that person, maybe if they're ex or whoever. They like to be alone, and they like to just sit there and like trying to tell you something. For some of you, this person could even be artistic or creative, a writer of some sort, and they like to write all the stuff that they wish they could tell you. Wow. Anyway, I do have to take this vaccine. Oh my god, 35 minutes. What am I doing here? Oh my god. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're resonating. See you in the extended. We'll probably have to do another reading also for November 13, like for new moon. But I think maybe because we're doing this reading right before still before the new moon, this is a situation that needs some kind of resolution on your end. Hopefully we'll find it. Anyway, link to the extended is going to be down below. We'll take a look at the situation, whatever other messages come up. Give a video a big thumbs up. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.